told your friend you're not okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said
I
you
have the
felt
address,
that
so
way. Guess you're trying to stay
let's
strong
go to
and
this
fake a
women's
smile
summit.
until I look
I'm
away.
super
But
excited
I've known you too long, it
and
hurts
so
to
hot.
watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Okay, I'm here at the Holiday Inn Hotel, so let's get right in.
I have worth. I have value. I finally realize this now. I respect myself finally. I'm not just going to give myself to anybody who wants me or give my attention and time. I have to set boundaries now and take care of me and my energy and not just go please everyone to the point of exhaustion. I'd love to be nowhere because I'm now and
Everywhere.
I'm here.
Yes.
When you go into the past, you become anxious, depressed, you start thinking about things, you're all wound up. That's in the past, it's written in stone, it doesn't define you. This moment defines you. And what you do after this moment, the future is an unwritten book. We can do whatever we want. Once you believe that there's limitless possibilities, all of a sudden, all possibilities become limitless.
Yes.
And you get to see that your imagination is your best gift.
Yes.
As an author of fiction and nonfiction, magazine features writer, a book editor, a writing professor.
I was unseen, unheard, invisible in that class. And I was in grade 1. I had a lot to say, but my teacher never called on me, never asked me questions, never recognized me in the room. And I tell this story all the time because it's like it happened to me yesterday. I was so shy that I was too afraid to raise my hand to go to the bathroom. And I would hold it in until the end of the day, until I got home. Or maybe your experience, or maybe a journey that you had. How can you use that so that you can give that to someone else? Maybe that's a memoir, maybe that's self-help. But think about that. Everybody has a book inside of them. Sometimes people have 10 books inside, 20 books, 30 books inside of them. You just have to find it and do it. You may not be using your voice to tell your story, but perhaps you are the voice for someone else. The way to get started is to just quit talking and begin doing. You each have stories inside of you. Everyone has something that they want to say to the world. And so why write? This is a question that I always ask my incoming creative writing students. Why write? And there's many, many reasons that you want to write.
They impart to the next generation can change the world. An overcomer of childhood and adulthood trauma, Zimbabwean-born Francisca Mendea is now living in Nunavut, Arctic Canada. He is an award-winning social justice advocate. She uses her voice to disrupt the culture of silence. She is a mother, transformational coach, author, and a speaker. Her influence crosses continents, and her vitally important message is creating an international movement of mothers who understand that the lessons they impart to the next generation can change the world. An overcomer of childhood and adulthood trauma and pain, she finds fulfillment in empowering mothers and children to be the best versions and live fully while contributing to an equal, loving, free, and peaceful world. Please welcome our next amazing speaker, Francisca Mendea.
Bonjour, hello, can we be? Bonjour, hello, can we be? ¿Cómo estás? Ni hao, jambo. ¿Cómo estás? Ni hao, habari. Shalom, namaste, konnichiwa. Hola, aloha, ciao. Moi, makadini, salibonani, linjani, dimatereni, mafachini, muriwa, dihere. I greet you in many languages, using my lira, a traditional African instrument that my ancestors used to transcend and to entertain themselves before they were silenced by the colonizer. Today I share with you that I'm reclaiming my identity. Lira has killed me and many other women. Today, as I stand on this fearless woman's stage, thanks to Shala and Jackie and all the sisters that are here that I've met online, I take all the credit for being what Shala said, the beacon bio, I call it. However, my life was not always this fearless. Putting us in boxes of gender, race, ethnicity, religion, class, caste, and these systems often tell us whose tie got groped in the workplace by a manager. I am that wife who took 12 years before she could extract herself from a toxic, forced marriage. I am that hopeless romantic whose heart got broken and I was told, you are worth nothing. You are not lovable. Your life is worth nothing. I am misodzi pamatama rufaro rwatotama aneronda vari kumuronda ingatonda manimi mwana uyu asi anofamba nokutenda ava kutotenda mwana uyo ari kufamba munyasha ava kutotenda mwana uyo pfungwa dzanofunga mashoko anopanga pfungwa dzanofunga mashoko anopanga zorapa ronda mwana uyo pfungwa dzanofunga mashoko anopanga pfungwa dzanofunga mashoko anopanga zorapa ronda ziri kutoshanda.
Goal number 3. In a succession of goals, my mother named me Ndaiziwe. Had I known that I would give birth to yet another baby girl, had I known that I would fail to produce an heir. So I was born into this energy of you are not enough. As if it was not enough, at 5, I witnessed British soldiers brutalizing my parents, taking them to jail with my baby sister Juliet. Then, white people were occupying the top rung of the race ladder, followed by Asians, followed by colored. My people, African people, were teetering at the bottom of the ladder. I have observed that society has this way of putting us in boxes of gender, race, ethnicity, religion, class, caste, and these systems often tell us we are not enough, or at times give us privilege, or make us underprivileged. Has anyone felt this feeling of you are not enough because of who you are? By show of hands. You are not alone. I am that girl that took punches for being smarter than some boys in primary school. I am that teenager who was body shamed by boys who felt entitled to my body in secondary school. Instead of a world changer, a positive mindset, positive thoughts, positive words, positive actions. Thank you.
Thank you, Francisca. I'm just going to do another quick mic swap. And while we do that, that brings us to our next question of the day. So one fearless thing you really want to do, that was the last one. Next one, I want you to talk about your butts.
Your performances, and also to raise money for our charitable goals back home in Uganda. You can support us through visiting our booth and doing yourself some shopping. You can also consider to buy our music on CDs. It costs $10, and any penny you give will change a life back home in Uganda. God bless you.
Wow. Excellent.
Amazing.
you today to think of things differently and to break through that
and to build a successful business. And it feels so damn good. And the women that you help along the way, do you want to know how great that feels? Oh my goodness.
Your own way to monetize it, because a lot of the things we find is that it's our money stories that mess us up more than anything. Everybody's talented, everybody's gifted, but they're bought into so much limitation and so much scarcity and so much terror about money.
How do you feel about your desires? I know you have them because that's why you're here. How many of you have got some big desires that are yet to be fulfilled? Yes, absolutely. That's why you've taken this beautiful, sunny and hot Saturday to be here, because you know that there is so much more in you that's just dying to come out. Am I right? And a lot of it takes money, does it not?
So don't be telling yourself stories like this is going to take a long time, or, well, this is going to take years. No, it can happen tomorrow, depending on your belief, your faith, and your passion, and how much you're just going for it. And you're selling your couch and you're just moving forward. It can happen in an instant.
So our goal as Nima Child Project is to rescue, rebuild, and educate the children of Uganda in hopes of a better future for our country.
Literally, take a moment, pat yourselves on the back. You are here. You're here. It's beautiful outside. I mean, shit, like Jackie said, it's minus 40, right? More often than not. But you're here. There's a reason. There's a reason you're here. And sometimes we find our purpose. Sometimes we have this calling inside of ourselves, and don't worry, eventually I'll get into the 5 steps. You'll learn this. So they didn't come easily, right? So it's so important that we listen to the whispers, because when you don't listen to the whispers, guess what happens? Something hits you upside the head really hard.
My siblings often joke with me. I wasn't black, nor was I white, but I was a beige baby. Oh, siblings, eh? I also have 2 different color eyes, which put additional attention on me that I didn't want. Yeah, what I wanted was to fit in, to be familiar to someone, accepted as normal. I even went so far as convincing my parents to buy me the same colored contacts so I could have the same color eyes.
So this Mother Behold Thy Son, I published it in 2019, and this I wrote my story because of my position as a woman, born a girl, and told that I wasn't enough, and going through abuse from primary school up to the time I walked out of
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Going out there in society, always being told I'm less than. And also as an African woman, also being told that you don't know what to do. And you can't write, you can't speak by people who think they are better than us. So yes, I did write to my son to tell him my story and to teach him how to treat girls and women with respect, because I didn't want him to be like any of those boys or men who abused me. But also, most important, because I'm a woman and I am teaching, I was teaching them through sharing my story that you can speak up, you can break the cycle, you can defy the culture of silence. So this is for my son, but also for sons at large, because I believe as a mom, if you have a child, your son is my son, your daughter is my daughter. And so if we together teach our boys how to behave in terms of treating women and girls, then surely we can change the world. For me, it's not about empowering girls and women only, but it's are we teaching our sons so that our empowered girls and women can dance with also empowered boys and men. No violence, no rape, no coercive control. That toxic masculinity must go. And for me as a mother, I located my power in that. I have the power to teach my son. Yes, the world will teach them otherwise, but I have taught my son to cook, to clean, to change diapers, to cry, to say how he feels, and to ask for help. Because the masculinity that society has been teaching it's bad not only for them, it's bad for them, it's bad for us. So when we look at fighting for gender equality, we're doing this so that the grief is taken out of both the feminine and the masculine. Because no one is winning. We have sons that are murderers, we have sons that are rapists. While we have daughters that are the same, but disproportionately it's the men. And we have to go to why. So for me, the why is because they've been allowed to think that they are better than, they are more than, and the boys will be boys. Instead of making it boys will be accountable and boys will be responsible. We've been saying boys will be boys and letting them get away with it. I love that. So I'm passionate about this because I raised my own, in my own home. 2 daughters and a son. I had a hard time unlearning, undoing the teaching that happens in very subtle ways in society that tells women you are less, that pays women less in the corporate world, that says, oh, she's just a mother. Failing to realize that this whole world is moving, economic wheels are turning because mothers if somebody's treated us badly, any man on this earth who is leading came from a mother's womb, unless of course they are the what we call it, the Shakespearean thing, Macduff, who was not born of woman. Any human being on this earth is born of woman. And so how do we then demean the role of motherhood? That woman who is in the world organization, people say that she's just a mother. What do you mean? She has raised generations. So for me, we are changing the narrative that motherhood is yes, violence. And no one can even pay mothers any amount of money for the way that they are show them that they can for the family, for the community, mothers to help. So my job, before I go, before I die, is to preach the gospel, unconditional love. The best people to do that are mothers, because they are the first teachers. From the womb right up to our kids go, they still need us even when they are adults. I still speak to my daughters. They are married. One is married, one is about to get married. I still speak to my son, he's 24. But I still tell him, son, remember what I taught you. Don't listen to the big boys in the bars where they talk about the philosophy of masculinity in the bars. Don't listen to them, that's toxic.
That's amazing.
Yes. So, gender equality, but on racial equality as well. Our sons are growing up in North America, remember? And they need to be empowered. in terms of who they are and be proud of who they are, and also play a part in changing the narrative in terms of no racism. You know, so I feel like as mothers, this I wrote with a maternal lens. Of course, it's a broad lens of embracing everybody to take a part in being anti-racist and making the world more equal, loving and free. But from a mother's perspective, we are the future. We carry the future. So this is calls to action from the home to the globe. So as a mother, you will locate your role there, and they are calls to action. You can begin teaching in both books from the home. Set up meetings with your kids. Tell them your story, because your story is most powerful to your kids. How did your father treat you? How does that make you feel? How do you want him as a man to show up and show out if he has a daughter? So for me, so that kind of, it's my story, but you will locate your story in there. And then as you teach using my story, your story is not our story. But we take the manual, chapter 17, has got 12 action steps here. Chapter 17 as well has got more than 12 action items. They say, what can you do? So it's not just writing a book for me, but it's about what do you do in terms of practical action. What can you do now? It's a no, that's South African Zimbabwe. This is 35 signed copy 25.
Okay, ladies, if you want to grab your seat, we can get started. Or you can grab your seat.